Then I go back. All right, so now, I believe if we go to the YouTube, ECTA YouTube page, the link should be there.
Get me a chair.
Yep. Live. Yeah, it's working.
All right, good deal.
Now let's make sure the sound is working.
What?
All right, good deal. Now let's make sure the sound is working.
What?
Yeah, we're good.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we're good. It's on YouTube, so now I'll share that link to Facebook in a minute.
All right, I'm gonna hang my phone up.
Yeah, we're good.
Beginning May 16th, Saturday night on OWN are all about the sisterhood. Two brand new original series. Fear Not with the Yama Van Zant, followed by Girlfriends Check-In. Sisterhood Saturday nights, starting May 16th at 9/8 Central on OWN.
Mattress Firm's Rest Assured Promise checks all the sleep boxes. The option to shop online, in-store, or by phone with a sleep expert? Check. Special financing? Check. Free delivery to your door? Check.
Flip my camera. Now you have to have another computer open to see the comments on Facebook, don't you?
Yeah, but I'll have it on my phone. Can you turn your phone sideways?
You mean my iPad?
Your iPad sideways? Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to figure out where I want to put it here.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so now I will get the link off of YouTube.
Try 5 years for free at warbyparker.com.
So Lib Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery pack.
Huh? On Facebook. All right. I'm going to share the link right now.
Light's messing with things. I'm going to turn it off. It's too dark or does it work?
Go down a little bit. Let's see your face. Yeah, that's fine. Your title is ECTA president, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just posted it right now.
You there?
Yep.
Is it on Facebook?
Yeah, I just shared it to Facebook. And I have the chat open on YouTube. So questions will be asked on YouTube.
Well, you have to manage that in because
Yep.
all I can see is you.
Yep. That almost worked.
Oh, you messing with your background?
Yeah, I was trying to make it like an ECTA. I don't have enough light in here. All right, so we have a couple viewers. Since we're going to YouTube, let's just wait a couple minutes.
Can they see it on Facebook too?
Yeah, the links are on Facebook, and then it will direct them directly to YouTube. So we have 8 viewers right now so far. So if anyone has questions, just comment it on the YouTube page, and we'll be able to get those answered for you.
Do I need to bring up the Facebook page to see questions on it?
I'll pull it up on my phone just in case.
Okay.
Scoot a little more into the camera. Yeah, there you go.
All right. That's no problem. I'll just leave in the car there.
So pretty good deal getting a race for July 4th weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. I mean, it's going to be some last minute things. The city is still waiting to find out what they can and cannot do for the 4th of July. Our streetcar cruise we do for the bank shift streetcar shootout, everybody's got to complete a cruise to qualify. And the crews and the service trucks, anybody can go along. But we may sort of become part of an impromptu 4th of July parade. They're still debating that.
Yeah. And from what I hear, we're gonna be able to see the fireworks too.
Yes, the fireworks, for those that have been there, there's a ball field to the left down by the finish of the race of the runway. To your left behind the airport's the ball fields, and that's where they will set the fireworks off. So we'll get a fantastic view.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. So, yeah, we'll be there. Obviously, we'll be helping. Kayla's not going to be doing as much as she normally does. Everett's in the video right now, and this is why.
Here's your future land speed racer.
Yeah.
He's tired.
He needs more hair.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll be down. So we're up to 10 viewers. Yeah, Mike Morgan said it took a few minutes to get into it. He said it's a little pain to get from Facebook. So we're probably, I'd imagine other people are having that same problem.
Yeah. Well, can we see the Facebook page too?
Yeah, no one's commented there.
I have it up.
We do have it up.
Okay.
So. Joanna's watching just to see the baby.
I think Rhett will be more popular than we are.
Yeah. So I mean, we can still talk about the race and everything that's happening and where we're at now, and then because we can post this back to Facebook, and people
Yeah.
can just watch it as is. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Aaron Brown is in.
Tell him to get back to work.
Oh, you just told him that.
He's got to go to the wind tunnel next week. He ain't got time to play on the internet. One thing, guys, at the website, our t-shirt store is open. We'll keep adding more stuff as we go, but there is a small selection of stuff on there now. If you want to get anything, they were not shipping for about a month, but they are back up and running. The state had them shut down; they couldn't do anything. But everybody that had ordered should have their stuff, and that all should be working fine now.
Good.
And let us know too if there's certain things you want to see offered.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what stuff you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anything and everything. Let us know. Either if you want to post it to the Facebook page in a comment, or if you want to keep it private in a direct message to us. Either way, just let us know, and we can work on getting that made. I noticed you have a lot of stickers on that Camaro behind you. A lot of ECTA stickers.
There's ECTA and Bonneville stickers on there, quite a few. It's even got a pretty special one. It's got let me look see how many. I gotta remember. It's got at least one Australia sticker. I think we got both of them on it. This one comes from Australia.
I'll be right back. I'm going to let the dogs out back. Come on, Dave.
Kayla, do you want to talk a little bit about
Registration?
Pardon?
About registration?
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously we've always done pre-registration, but we'll try to get as much pre-registered as possible, even more so than before. We'll still allow walk-ups, but we want to keep contact at a minimum, so anything you can do ahead of time limits the amount of paper and interaction at the registration trailer, any lines at the registration trailer. So, and it should make it easier for you too, for the racers. So, more info on that will be on the website.
Yeah.
Hopefully it should streamline things quite a bit so that when they arrive, they know what they've already done and what's marked off, and then they'll just have a quick list of anything that needs done on site. Like tech, obviously, can't be done virtually or ahead of time. But for the things that can be, getting them in early will help.
Colt, do you want to tell them a little bit about what the ID badge is and so forth?
Yeah, so we're going to do new this year. We tested it out at Spaceport, and it worked great. So at Spaceport, we had really high security, and to get people streamlined in and out every day, we actually bought a printer to print ID badges. That includes your picture, your name, and your team. We're going to do that same concept in Blytheville, and basically everyone that's going to have the VIP pass. Is that what you want to call it, Steve?
I guess, or I mean, if we can get people to get pictures to us, it will help expedite when they get there and all.
Yeah, coming in the gate, you'll be able to show that. You won't have to every day. You won't have to have the band on with the picture. You'll just have your ID badge, and your ID badge. After the race is done, if we can even print top speeds on the back, and it can be a souvenir for you. So it can go above and beyond just an ID badge. When we say VIP, we are not doing front of the line any kind of pass like that. You're still going to stand in line with everyone else. No one has preferred treatment over that. Do you want to go into what we were talking about? Nothing is finalized there, but as far as I guess what would you consider it, the upgraded position where you could get test runs in?
We haven't got that approved yet, so let me wait on that.
Okay, so that's coming down to the airport.
We're
So
working on the ability for guys to get rookie passes in on Thursday afternoon, but I've still got to get that finalized.
Yep.
But that's what we're trying to do, guys, is get that done. And the ID badges will be for everyone. It's not just a VIP thing. We'll probably even do them for the crew. Just to kind of keep things a little more no touch, especially for anyone that has a health issue or concern. They can just show that through the window when they come in.
yeah, and as far as pictures for that, if we do ask for pictures from you, we can get these printed here. We'll have them ready there at the race. So day one, when you come in, we'll have them already printed and ready to hand out. As far as pictures, it doesn't have to be a white background. It just has to be a somewhat clear picture of you. Ideally, no sunglasses, no hat. Just a selfie shot of yourself. And you send it to us, email, text, Facebook Messenger, whatever way's most convenient to you, and that'll work. And then we'll just have your first and last name and your team.
Oh, I know one other thing we got to talk about is the mile and a half. We will start out the event with clocks at the half, the 3/4, the 1, and the 1 1/4 on Friday and Saturday. On Sunday morning, I'll move the 3/4 clocks to the mile and a half. You have to have been approved to run to the mile and a half. So it's basically based on how well you shut down at the 1 1/4. And it's giving you a couple days to get your car sorted out, get yourself settled in, and then, like I said, we will be able to run to the 1.5 miles for those cars and bikes that are approved on Sunday.
Yeah, the shorter shutdown, I mean, it makes sense. You need to prove that you can shut down in time. So,
yeah, and everybody's been out of their cars a long time. We're going to have to, everybody's got to kind of shake the cobwebs off a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, I know Paul had that question of where the clocks are going to be. Can you go over that, where the clocks are going to be again, Friday, Saturday?
Friday, Saturday, they will be at the half, the 3/4, the 1, and the 1 1/4. On Sunday, I will move the 3/4 to the 1 1/2.
Sounds good.
That way we wait till Sunday for everybody to try and blow them up.
As far as the social distancing, just as the race itself, it almost is social distancing on its own as far as pitting. We will have, like Kayla was saying, the registration is going to be a little different. We're going to try to keep people separated. Especially for us, we're taking extra consideration just because of Everett. He's 5 days old. So we're taking a little more precaution there than what most are, especially some other states. But we will be paying attention to that. As we come to, we'll probably get more of an update on what restaurants are open, who's allowing seating, who's just doing carry out. We'll probably keep that posted on our Facebook page. That way people know what to do.
As of currently, and things can go back and forth, they are just at limited capacity, but they've opened all the restaurants.
Okay.
That's just limited capacity at this point. And on the pitting, the plan is to have 2 pit areas. They'll be very close together. We will be pitted on the return road this time. That will help us spread out instead of being grouped up. Plus, the planes have filled. They've got planes parked where our normal pits are. But we will create some dividing mark for those people that want to follow the social distancing guidelines to the T. And some people are not quite as concerned, maybe whatever level of concern, but we will try to have two areas where the pits are at to make it very clear those that, for whatever reason, like you guys with rep, people, you're taking extra precautions. It can be health reasons, whatever it is, but those that are wanting to take the extra precautions, we all know who those are, so people don't walk up and do something that they shouldn't do.
Yep. Drivers meeting, this all comes down, but I've been thinking about the drivers meeting instead of meeting at the hotel in the main room, doing that virtual. It really depends on where the COVID is. But I think we could do almost like a Zoom meeting with all the drivers.
We can do that, and then we tested it at Spaceport, those portable radios. I can plug a microphone into them.
Yep. Yep.
You can hear me pretty well, you can hear us real well on those too for last minute notifications and things like that.
Yep. Does anyone have any questions? Mike, no, we don't want your ugly picture. No, we'll pass on that.
Oh, Dan Parker asked if we have their pictures from Spaceport for the ID badges. If they were at Spaceport, can we just reuse that image?
We do have those pictures. Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Anyone that was at Spaceport, we already have your picture, and we will print you new ones. So you keep those Spaceport ones as a souvenir from Spaceport, and we will have new ones made for you from Blytheville.
Which computer are those on?
CJ's laptop.
Okay.
Yep. I might have a couple on this laptop, but we moved everything to the external hard drive.
Okay.
And over.
One other thing, guys. I will keep my focus on the race, but I'm bringing one, maybe two cars to do some shakedown stuff for Bonneville with. So, but I will wait my turn in line just like everybody else.
What are you bringing? Let's talk about it.
I'm bringing, the Camaro that's behind me. They're both Jack Rogers cars. This one is it goes by the 7572. I'm not very good with this, but it runs in B fuel altered. It's got a whole pile of nitrous on the back, and we try not to kick all the parts out of it, but that doesn't always work. We'll be bringing that one, and if we bring a second one, it'll be the 673, the 68 Camaro. It's also Jack's car. It's actually the fastest production class car at Bonneville right now.
What speed?
Pardon?
What speed?
249, 333, I think's what I record at. Something like that. We set it last year.
And what are you going to look for out of this Camaro? On the shakedown runs in Blytheville.
In Blytheville, it's kind of like anything. It'll comfortably run 230s. If it gets on a pass, it can run a 240, maybe a 250 plus. Like I said, it's just a lot of nitrous on it. And if everything hooks up and goes, it gets from A to B in a hurry.
It'll be fun to watch. All right, so we have a couple more. Don, looking forward to run again. Looks like he's rebuilding a motor, according to Mike. Spoken like a true racer. So other than
You're never
that,
done.
not too many questions
Just
right
find us
now.
top.
The YouTube to Facebook is probably a little different. So guys, the reason why we are live streaming on YouTube and then sharing the link, Facebook changed their live stream a little bit, and it's a little different on how to add multiple streams into one. So doing this last minute, they updated it a couple days ago when the Facebook Rooms came out. But Facebook Rooms is limited to 8 people. So that is why you guys are most people are probably not going to be watching this live. If you do have any questions, comment it there and we will get back to them. We will read those questions and get back
Hang on
to
a second.
you. What else do we have to talk about without Steve around?
Yeah, Clark was messaging me asking about it. Is there a link on Facebook? Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's on the ECTA half mile page and our main page.
In the group, you mean?
In the group, yeah.
Should be a link to it on the Facebook page now.
No?
Oh, and I want to thank. Was you going to say something, Kayla?
No? Go ahead.
We've got 4 sponsors for this year so far. I want to thank them. Clark and Amy sent us one sponsorship from Clark's Body Shop. The Garage Shop is one of the sponsors this year. John Bader is also going to be one of our supporting sponsors this year. And the Higginbottoms, their insurance company, is also one of the sponsors for this year.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I really want to thank those guys for that. And for those that haven't heard what we're doing, because this year is so unpredictable, I guess you would say. Basically, sponsorship, business, individual, anybody wants to be a sponsor, we'll get your logos on the website, Facebook page, wherever we can put them, and on the photo backdrop at the race. But it's $500 across the board. Because it's so unpredictable this year. It was about the only thing I saw that was feasible to do. Because the rules seem to be, changing daily right now.
Yep. Well, it's good that we got the race for July. At least we have 2 on the books now.
Yeah, we've got July and October. I've been told the weather is great back in Spaceport in September, but that's really going to depend if we can get enough interest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, July. Hopefully we see a lot of racers. We know that that's obviously a lot of family time, a lot of cookouts and everything. Hope to see everyone there. We'll see how the turnout goes for that. If it goes really well and people like it, maybe we'll consider that for the future. So.
Yeah, and remember the streetcar shootout is sponsored by Bankshift this year, and they'll be covering it and featuring the winner in each of the classes, and they're going to get a jacket for each of the winners. I am not sure who they will have there representing them. They're sort of like everybody else. Schedules and calendars are changing every day, so I'm not going to say who they'll have there because they don't really know, and we will be giving everybody a lot of updates about some of our procedures as we get closer to, because things are changing every day, but the events are going. The changes will be, we may be going in a different gate, our pit's going to be in a little different area. As you said, we'll probably try to do the drivers meeting as a virtual, internet-based meeting, and I think, Colt, you mentioned we want to try to do a few more like Zoom type meetings, whatever you want to call it, but we'll have multiple ones with each type of driver or car. Is that what you're
Yeah,
thinking?
yeah. So the idea is, we have, let's say we have street cars, we have motorcycles. Let's start with those two groups. We're gonna try to set up some Zoom meetings over the next month, 6 weeks, right before the race, and it's gonna be basically almost a one-on-one chat. Group of motorcycles and the ECTA. You guys can ask any questions or concerns that you may have. It'll be a smaller group. All those questions will apply to everyone in that meeting. It'll maybe open up those questions. I'm not really sure if I should ask that or not. Well, everyone in that group is going to be what you race. Just trying to make it a little more personal, especially right now with everyone stuck at home right now. Little socializing isn't a bad thing. And we just want to make sure every question is answered. We've had it in the past where we've had drivers' meetings and some questions are never asked. Maybe because we don't know why. Maybe it's just scared, don't like to talk in a big group, nervous, whatever it may be. So we're hoping to alleviate that by having this smaller group setting. And we'll post that on Facebook. We'll probably post that maybe a week, maybe even 2 weeks in advance of when that's going to be. It'll most likely be a week night, probably around this time. This is a pretty decent time for East Coast, Central, and West Coast Pacific time. And if you're not familiar with Zoom, pretty much just like this. We're actually talking on Zoom right now, uploading that to YouTube. But it just looks just like this. If you have multiple people, if you're on a laptop, it will show 8 people at one time. You can have the video on, you can have the video off, and really just talk. Keep it real informal. But every question that you have, even if you think it not the best question, ask it. It's better to know for sure than question it down the road or when you're on the racetrack.
That is for sure. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I would much rather you ask than make a mistake.
Yep.
And you know, we all had to start somewhere. So don't ever think a question's too dumb. I mean, we all have had to start with no idea what was going on. So don't feel bad about asking.
Yep. And a lot of our racers that come, a lot of them are very friendly and very willing to help out, answer questions also. And that might be a good time that you meet someone, meet another competitor, and end up sparking up a conversation and really talking about something that you may not have known, even if it's not about the actual race, but just something else. It's good. We've seen that a lot over the past 3 years. So
Yeah, a lot of friendships get made doing this.
Yep. Dan Stein and Andy. Andy actually letting him drive his truck down letting Dan drive his Challenger down the course. So all because they met at the race. Pretty cool. Any other hot topics? Oh, here's a question for you, Steve. How fast has 673 been, and on how many continents?
And how many what?
How many continents? Like countries. Continents.
I forget its exact top speed, but a little over 250, and it's done it here and in Australia. It actually holds the fastest production car record at Bonneville and in Australia. It's been a pretty faithful old tank, I guess you'd call it. It makes 1,007 horsepower to wheels. In fact, the chassis dyno we were on, that was the first naturally aspirated piece to ever break 1,000. And that's a lot. That was at the wheels in second gear. They tell me switching gears changes the number, but I don't know. I don't quite understand why. But
Yeah,
that must have
Dan.
been Mikey's question.
Yeah, Dan, glad to see it moving forward. Dan, we've been talking to Steve past couple months. Well, a couple weeks before the race was supposed to happen, right before we actually postponed it. We're like, is it going to happen? It's going to be close. And then when it didn't, Steve started looking right away and talking to the airport and really seeing when we can get some dates nailed down. One of the biggest issues was the airport's full of planes. No room for us to race. Nor do those companies allow anyone in there. Steve, you said they bring their own security in, right?
Yeah, there's all kind of stuff going on. In fact, I think they said there's 12 more planes coming on the 1st and 2nd of June.
Yeah.
It's a constant turn, and one of their primary customers is Delta. And like I saw I don't know, recently, the fleet of their 777s, they're going to retire them. So that may be part of what's coming in. I don't know. But we've got room to race. That's the main thing. We most likely, like I said, I'm not going to put anything in stone because things change constantly. We will probably run the course the other direction this time, just so we're running away from all the planes. Because the finish line end, even the other runway that runs off down at the end, that readiness runway, it's completely full of planes. They're just packed in everywhere. And I think just to eliminate risk, we're probably going to run the other direction. And people have asked about running the other way, so we'll see how it works. I don't think it'll make much difference, but it's more concerned about safety if somebody has a problem.
Yep. And there is room that way. If worse comes to worse, there is field right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of territory out there.
Yep.
Nothing to hit anyhow.
Yep. Yeah, so I mean, really, that's. Oh, go ahead.
Remember, guys, Vet Motorsports is also working with us, and that's a group that helps veterans that are getting ready to discharge, have recently gotten out, kind of acclimate back into society. And the basic of it is they're trying to connect veterans with the race teams and have you host one veteran on your race team. And he's there to work, be part of the crew, do whatever you need. It has proven out to be really good. In fact, one of the guys is actually working for Aaron at the garage shop now, and that's how it got started.
Yeah, Mike Goodman.
Yeah, he was with them one weekend. These guys, it's just helping them reconnect to the normal world. And if you have any interest in having anybody on the team with you, let us know. Send us a message. Look up Vet Motorsports on the internet, and we'll get you connected with them. It's a really good deal, and I know it's being planned, but like everything, things are changing daily. I believe one of them is going to get to drive the Hellcat. That's the current plan. Last I heard.
Yeah, it's a good story. Mike at PRI this past December, Vet Motorsports and Mike did an interview at our booth, and it's on our YouTube channel, the full video and the interview, and it really goes into how Mike met Aaron in the garage shop and how it started, what he does now, and now he's part of the team. It's an awesome story.
Do we have any other questions?
Yep. Yeah, Aaron, just now. He works full time, and he came full time for the garage shop from Vet Motorsports.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so it is a really good deal, guys, and these guys have a lot of skills, and we are, if they have enough guys, we are looking at having a couple of them actually help us, like one at the start line, one at the finish line, in the shutdown area. They're already trained in radio protocol and procedures, and so if you see these guys, thank them for their service for one thing. They've served through a pretty interesting time, I'll have to say that. And they've put a lot of work and effort into learning a lot of various skills that we're all grateful for.
Yep.
Oh, I know one other point, Colt. I don't have CJ here, so I can't tell you the dollar amount, but the class change will also be class addition this year. In other words, you could run the half and the 1 mile class on the same pass. You just have to pay for the extra class. So you could get 2 records in one pass. On Sunday, you could actually get 3. The half, the 1, and the 1.5. As the fields get fuller, it's just going to speed things up for one thing. You don't have to make 3 passes to get all 3 records. And, if a guy runs for the 1.5 miles and gets the pass of his lifetime, those times at the other distances need to count too.
Yep. Makes sense. Yeah, if you're going all out through the mile, and you shut down for one reason or another, at least you get still that mile.
Yeah. I mean, if you've got it on kill and you don't make it, you didn't. It's still not wasted.
Yep.
So, like I said, I don't remember where she's put the class change fee. It's about the same as last year. Some of it may go up a few dollars just because of some of the protocols we got to put in place of how we have to do it now. And but I guess it'll be now class change or additional class. But that will be make it pretty interesting. Like I said, if you get that great pass, all the times are going to count.
We don't have a ton of questions, but if you're watching this at a later time, not live, and you have questions or you have recommendations, we're always willing to take recommendations. We want recommendations. We want to make the event always better. We always want to improve every race. So anything and everything is welcome. Not going to say it will happen. Cost is a big thing, but at least give us the idea and let us know what you want to see.
Yeah, and spread the word, get more people to come. I mean, we need the new blood is what we really need. We need these streetcar guys to come try it, find out they like it, because most everybody that's tried it found out they're addicted.
I can think of a couple guys that have brought a stock car, and now all of a sudden they're Pro Charge built motors.
Yeah, I know. I can think of more than one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to modify it. Well,
yeah,
maybe not.
Yeah.
It's amazing what we'll do to get another 10 mile an hour.
Yep. I don't have a ton else. We should probably do this again in a couple weeks. let's get all the bugs sorted out as far as sharing this and letting people know that it will be on YouTube, but the link will be on the Facebook page. As we get closer, and then we have a couple more details finalized as far as restaurants, the racetrack, confirmation that we're running other way than we typically do for those that have been there before. We'll probably have more knowledge of where we can and can't go at the airport. There are going to be more restricted areas, I would assume, given all the airplanes. We'll talk more about Tech Day when that will open. It will be Thursday. More information about the ID cards and how to get pictures. It can really go to all of us if you just want to message it to the ECTA page. But if any of you are friends with any of us individually on Facebook, just send it there also.
I'll call it a question, or what I'd like guys to give us some feedback on. And it's not everybody, and it's not mandatory, but especially the street cars and some of the guys. I mean, I know some of the cars are a real pain to get out of the trailer, but would part of you guys like us to have a tech area set up like across the street at the hotel or something like that, especially considering the current situation where you could get that out of the way before you even went on site? It's something we've thought about, but I really don't know if it matters or not, if people want us to do it or not. So give us some feedback on that. All right, well, that's about all I got. Like I said, we've told everybody we'll be timing again at the half, the 3/4, the 1, and 1 1/4 on Saturday, or Friday and Saturday, and I'll move the 3/4 clock to the 1.5 miles on Sunday. And the bang shift shootout streetcar cruise will be Saturday late afternoon, evening. As we get closer, we'll finalize that. Can't really tell you for sure where we're going. We may be part of a 4th of July parade. I'm not sure. But we'll keep it within reason. Just we got to ensure the cars are actually street cars. You got anything else, Cole?
Well, no. Last year's thought it went really well. Our stops, we went to the local college, and then we went to the Greyhound station. Awesome photo shoots. Some of the community came out, especially to the Greyhound. There was quite a few people there checking out all the cars.
Yeah. And just to be clear, guys, I understand what these cars are. When I say we may be part of the 4th of July parade, I don't mean a 5-mile-an-hour parade. I understand these cars, the clutches and the transmissions, they can stop and start, but trying to creep is not going to work, and I won't put us in that situation. But it may be a low-speed cruise through a few streets or something like that.
Yeah. Next time we go live, let's try to have that finalized by the city.
Yeah, because it really depends what the city's comfortable with as how much they're going to be able to do on the floor.
Yep.
If they've got to kind of limit things a lot, we may kind of wind our way through town, but I'll get the police chief to escort us or something.
Yep.
All right, guys, that's all I got. I'm going to go back to getting race cars ready.
I'm going back to a newborn.
How you liking being a dad?
Love it. I didn't know how to feel. It's my first. Have a stepson, Tyler, and so I've been around him since he was about 6. But that 0 to 6 years, I've never been around. So it's new, but it's pretty awesome. So never thought I would have. Never thought. Didn't know what to feel. So
awesome.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Well, everybody, thanks for checking it out. And like Colt said, we'll get the bugs worked out of this, and we're just going to work our way through it. But we're going racing.
We're racing. So can't wait to see everyone. Thanks for the support. Keep checking on the Facebook page. We're going to start getting more updates, posts. If you have pictures of your cars, that's one thing I did want to add. Send them to me. I don't have any content from April because we didn't race. And I want to get some pictures up and who's coming and what your car is, what class you run in, what motor do you have, what's special about it. I want to get some posts up. Let's highlight your cars. Let's show it off. So, and yeah, add me on Facebook if you do. You can either send it to the page directly or add me directly on Facebook. Should be able to find me pretty easily. Unique name helps. So Colt Seabird, if you don't know. So add it and send me everything. So, all right. Let's call it, Steve.
All right, see you.
Yep. Bye, everyone.